Hello. Tonight we are for the assisted technology paper. I'm going to make a video and talk about PECS. So PECS is, if you can see, a picture exchange communication system. I wrote out some viewpoints on here that I would like to talk about. The first one is it allows people with limited to no communication abilities to communicate with pictures. It's taught to approach another person and hand them a picture of a desired item in exchange for that item. It's primarily used for students on the autism spectrum, and it is also used for communicating feelings or things that need to be done. For example, if a student that has limited to no communication, they can hand you the picture of going to the bathroom, needing a drink of water, for example, or needing a break from what they're doing. It is used both at school and at home. And it benefits all. It benefits parents, obviously, and teachers, paras, the aides that are in the classroom. And also, obviously, it benefits that student that does not have the ability to vocally verbalize what they need or what they want. It cuts down on tantrums, odd behaviors, and allows for increased socialization, and it also helps people develop language skills. There are 6 phases of PECS. We will go over each one of them. PECS phase 1 is how to communicate. The student learns to exchange single pictures for items or activities that they really want. That is all you're going to do during PECS 1. It typically takes a teacher and an aide, for example, to work with the student that is using the PECS system. And the teacher, for example, will be sitting right by the student, and the aide or another teacher or the speech pathologist for the school will guide the student without any words being spoken to show them how to exchange the picture with the teacher. Then you move into PECS phase 2. PECS phase 2 is distance and persistence. Using single pictures still, students learn to generalize the new skill by using it in different places with different people and across distances, and it's also taught to be more persistent. So in this phase, you may go outside of your classroom during a special lunchtime, for example, is a great one to complete in master phase 2, because you could take a picture of, the goldfish crackers that is in the student's luncher that you have on you, and the student will grab the PECS picture of the goldfish crackers and physically get up and hand it to you, or your aide. It would probably be your aide that would be there during lunchtime. And that way the student is understanding that, oh, I can still grab this picture, walk and hand it to, the other grown-up or the other person that is there, and he or she will then give me what I want. Moving into PECS phase 3 is picture discrimination. So in this, the student learns to select from 2 or more. You're always going to start just with 2 pictures, and then you can move up from there, go from 2 to 3, for example. And they are placed in a communication book. And I have an example of a PECS communication book, and we'll go over all of that too in a little bit. And so these pictures will be in the PECS book, which is a Velcro book filled with these pictures. And he or she, the student, will know to open up the book, grab the picture, and then walk to a teacher, an aide, an adult in the classroom to signify that, they are wanting, what their desire is, or that they're needing to go to the bathroom, or needing a break, or needing to get a drink of water, for example. And PECS phase 4 is sentence structure. So now we're getting into not only using the picture, but you're using an already made sentence strip that's in the PECS book. So the student learns to construct simple sentences on a detachable sentence strip using an I want picture followed by the thing that that student wants. So they would have a sentence strip that would say, one picture says I want, and it'll show a student, grabbing a picture or whatever. And then the student will then grab the picture of the goldfish crackers and put it on the sentence. So now they're not just handing you a picture of something, they're handing you a sentence, and that's their voice. So if you can imagine the student verbally telling you, I want goldfish, that's what they're doing with the sentence strip and the picture from the PECS book. And PECS phase 5 is answering questions. Students learn to use the PECS book to answer questions like, what do you want? So in this case scenario, your student is, working, and you also usually use a token board with this, which is also, I guess, a part of PECS. But a token board is a single strip, and it has, it could have 3 spots for tokens, or 4 or 5, however many they're working for. And so during instruction time, the student is working for their tokens. So let's say their token board is 5 long, so they earned all 5 of their tokens. So they are then going to grab their sentence strip and put a picture of M&Ms on there, and it'll, and hand it to you. I want M&Ms. So you're asking them, well, what do you want? That's what they want. They're going to tell you what they want. And the final phase of PECS is commenting. I personally have not mastered with a student up to this phase, and I'm very interested to get to that phase. When I start teaching autism, it would be great. But the student is taught to comment in response to questions such as, what do you see? What do you hear? What is that? And they start learning to make up sentences. I see a balloon in the sky. I see a bird outside the window. I hear a child screaming. I hear music in the background. Just different things of commenting of what is around in their surroundings. We'll do the PECS book now. So this is a typical PECS book. As you can see, it's not very big, and it is of a soft Velcro material, and you have multiple pictures that you put on it, and it goes student by student because not every student likes the same thing. So, for example, in my classroom for this student, the student obviously really likes Skittles, so you have a picture of Skittles, and on the back has like a little Velcro circle, so it sticks right back onto their book. Super convenient. There's pictures of M&Ms, mini Oreos, fruit snack, cup, cookies. And then you also have feelings as well. So when you get to the level of PECS where the student is trying to communicate how they're feeling, if they are feeling sick, for example, which is something that you really try to teach and encourage your students to talk about, because like a baby, if a student can't verbally communicate to you about how they feel, it's really hard to understand, what's wrong if they're having a bad day. You don't know. So the feelings part is very, very important. So if a student, said student has this PECS book and let's say they're sick. They can grab the PECS picture of sick and hand it to you, and you'd be like, oh, you don't feel good, you're sick. Let's take you to the nurse's office. Or if they're feeling mad, they can communicate that they're mad. You can see that they're mad, but you want them to communicate to you that they're mad. This is their voice. This is how they're talking. This is the only way that they're talking. And in the school system, every child deserves to have a voice, and you want them to have a voice, obviously. It makes everybody happy, and it makes so much sense, and it makes so many things better, because when a child can't communicate to you, what do you have? You get behaviors. Those behaviors can go from tantrums of crying and screaming because they can't do a simple task to tell you how they feel or that they need a break. And you have, not food objects as well. You have toys in here that they like to play with. So you're going to have to monitor the reinforcements, see what, their highest reinforcement is, and put it in here. So while they're working, they know what their reinforcers are, what they're trying to earn. So here, you have a picture of an airplane, a picture of Thomas the train, picture of a marker, blanket, truck. And this is also a good way of you being able to communicate to them too. You have large pictures like this one says good. So when they're doing a good job, hand them this, verbally tell them you're doing a good job and let them know, and they will see this picture and realize, okay, they're talking to me. What else? Like I said, you have pictures of a bathroom that they can give you. So the picture is showing them bathroom, because some of them might not be able to read these words. So you always need a picture and a word to help them learn, so they can give you that picture and you know what they need. There's a lot of tools out there to help you out. One great thing that I found on my iPhone, and that a lot of other teachers use as well, is this app. It's called LabelPix. So LabelPix is available for Android and iPhones. It's 99 cents, and it looks like that. So all LabelPix is it allows you to access your camera to take pictures of things that are in your classroom, because there are lots of programs on the computer where you can download pictures of simple things, pillow or the toilet or, a sandwich or something like that, but it's a very generic picture. So with this app, you can take a picture of, let's say, this teddy bear, because this teddy bear is this student's very favorite thing. So you can take a picture of the teddy bear. You then can choose the sizing that you want of it. So typically you would just use a square, because that's, the PECS book isn't very big, so you need little pictures. So you take a picture, you choose the label size, which would be a square, and then you can also create the headings on it. So you can create a label of teddy bear. So on these descriptions, there's a picture of markers with the word markers. There's a picture of lacing beads with the word lacing beads. You then can put all of the pictures on one sheet of paper and put it on, send it to your computer through your phone and print them out. And then all you have to do is laminate it, cut it out. So that I found was the best app ever. In my classroom, I've had a lot of students have success with this. And I know with CCSD, before a student gets a tablet or an iPad to start communicating with, they have to master every single phase in PECS in order to obtain that iPad. Like I said, it's good for teachers because it enables communication. It enables, it lessens the tantrums in the classroom. And most importantly, it gives your student the voice that they deserve and the voice that they need. So I think that's all I have for tonight. So thank you very much.